Hi, welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson. People are always looking for healthier food choices as society has become more and more weight and health conscious. Sprout Momma Breads uses seasonal herbs, vegetables, and fruits, organic when possible, sourcing from local markets and farms. Joining now, Kim Tavino and Ryan Fennessy share why they started their company. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Certainly. I can almost, I almost can't talk because it smells so fabulous over here with all these breads. So tell us a little bit about Sprout Mommas.
Well, I'm a health coach, so I was always looking for a good nutritional value and adding that to my family's diet. And one of them was bread. I used to send my husband to school with a sandwich every day and thought bread's got to get better than this. So I started tinkering with it a little bit and serving it to my clients, so testing it out, testing the recipes on my clients. And then one day one of my clients said, I just love it so much, I would love to buy it from you. And I thought, wow. So it just kind of snowballed from there, going to different farmers markets and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how it kind of started.
Yeah, congratulations, and how exciting.
And then I brought my son along.
So talk a little bit about why the breads are so special.
Well, a wheatberry sprout was my beginning, was to make it healthier. And I brought a little bit, this is just a basic wheat berries, and then we just overnight soak them, and then we pour that off, and then it becomes a sprout, which turns it into a plant-based product, and it ups the nutritional value of the bread, the protein, and the B-complex, and it turns easier on digestion because it turns it into a plant-based product. So the body recognizes it as a vegetable instead of that hard red wheat. So that's kind of sort of why I did it. And when it took off, then I brought my son along, who kind of made us go into a different realm of different products, like the English muffins and the baguettes and the ciabatta and focaccia bread.
And Ryan, what's your role in the company?
Well, we're 50-50 partners, and
so, but you're a chef.
I was a chef, and
Okay.
I've actually just become a full-time baker.
Okay.
So that was a new segue that we've done, and Mom started the bread company, and I kind of helped her on a very backseat kind of a thing, you know, consulting on flavor ideas and helping her cost things out.
So, you know, you find a lot of people that are so afraid to eat carbs. Believe it or not, I'm not one of them. But, you know, how do you tell people about bread? How do you tell people about your bread being different and why it's healthy?
Well, it's with the sprouts is basically where I kind of come to them with that, and it's got flaxseed, pumpkin seed, sunflower seed, so it's got a lot of protein and omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. So it's really what we're trying to add to the bread and add to our diets is fiber and all these different nutritional aspects. So I think that's where I come to them, and you don't need a whole lot of it, and it holds you because it's a complete protein and it's a complete food. So yeah.
So where do people find the breads at?
Different farmers markets. We're at Port Royal. We're at, of course, Bluffton, our beloved Bluffton market. And I'm in Forsyth in Savannah, Whole Foods, and 6 or 10 restaurants we're in. And, we're looking and still sourcing to get more clients on.
And where do you come up with the recipes and the flavors? Is that where you come in, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, like what Mom said, it all started as a sprouted grain kind of a bread, which is something we still do now. We've sprouted different types of grains, but mainly the hard red wheats is where we stick. And then I've moved a lot of European kind of a mentality into the process, so to speak.
What do you mean by that?
Most of our breads are like overnight fermentated, and so that just builds the gas bubbles. So you get a bigger hole or a bigger crumb, like in something like a ciabatta here. You see the big air holes, and in the baguettes. But it's all folded, which is a problem. So every dough is very slow. Very hydrated. The liquid percentage is way up, so they're all really wet, sticky doughs. so it takes a lot more hand work to make it into a bread.
Very interesting, very interesting. So what are your plans for the future, quickly?
Future plans are to find a brick and mortar at some point and just kind of grow with it and keep moving on and keep getting into more Whole Foods. That's our next, so we can kind of go into more Whole Foods and different restaurants and get a brick and mortar at something. We are at the Piggly Wiggly baking. I wanted to make sure everybody knew that we're at that David Martin has been so kind to allow us to work in.
Well, it smells wonderful, and I know people will find you and look forward to you growing the business.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us. And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.